Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Asian Report for the 20th of February. And on the ASX here, we've still got a little move higher here. All we need to be a little bit mindful of today, being Thursday, is that it can open higher and then trade lower for the day. So I would suggest that trading lower for the day would be a buying opportunity, and we would see Friday and Monday edge higher towards that 72 here and above at that point. So from wave 4 here, we're looking at this as wave 1 and 2 here. 5 waves up for 3 here, an A and a B and a C here for wave 4, and looking for 5 waves to the upside there. So coming into this space here, it would just look a little bit like this here. Let's just get in a bit closer. I think we might need to go to the tick chart here for a moment. A little bit messy. So I had yesterday, we looked at this as an A and a B and a C down to this point here, but I think that it's best if it sits here, just correcting my probable mistake, but I'll just leave those 5 waves there. But yes, an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, and the B wave's an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. Not very nice, I have to say, but kind of lines up with the US markets as well. So we can look at this here, a little bit sort of complicated, but I'm thinking this is all of wave 1 here and wave 2 here. And we're going up into wave 3 at the moment. So what we could also do here is put in group 2, which will be 80, 65, where this market is now, and of course 72 here. So yes, seeing Thursday open a bit higher and then trading lower for the day, and then moving up higher from that point. And Hong Kong is a little bit different. So this was the bigger pattern for Hong Kong that I was working in here, and it all seems to me that this is a little bit corrective within this space here. So I was looking at it, and still looking at it, in a bit of a triangle base here, but we just need to be a little bit careful, because in the move down here, I was looking at an A wave here, then an A and a B back into this space here, and then a C wave up here. That would kind of make it, you know, the right look and perspective of it all. But we also need to be mindful that it's possible to have this down here as wave 1 here, an A and a B and a C back here for wave 2 here, and then moving down from that point. So we don't have to worry about it moving down quickly just yet for this. But when the S&P 500 tops out, then we need to be mindful of that moving down from this point here. So it will try to retest back up here while the other markets around the place move a little bit higher to finish off. So I'm not sure if we're on the hourly chart here, just check. No, go to the 4-hour chart. So we'll probably see this rally up here, and it does look like we've got 5 waves down here, but at the same time I think we may have an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here. So we could also make a new high here as well, and that would be fine as well. But once that comes into place and the S&P tops out, if we get a 5 little wave structure coming up through here, then and we've got a top in the S&P and the Australian market and so on, then we're going to be coming down quite strongly from that point. So even in terms of a setup here on the 28,000, it'll be the arrival, the reaction in 3 waves, which we have here as an A and a B and a C, and then the first high above the level, and then we'd probably see something like this here, but I think we can come further down at this point. So this is where we need to be a little bit careful. If it does move up from this point, we will look to go long, but I also want to look to go short here on this retest here for the possibility if the S&P and that have topped out, and we'll take a short trade in this space. So we'll just be mindful of that. We'll just allow, we won't do anything here. We'll just allow this to continue to set up and continue to mature, and we'll find our way in either long or short at that point. But based on this move down through here, in 5 waves and pulling back to the 61.8% here, it's possible that we can come down further than the actual 61.8% retracement level, especially if the US is going. So we'll find that I'll just put that there at the moment, but I can adjust it later. So it could possibly come down to here, but it also could possibly come down much further and faster at that point too. So we'll just be a little bit mindful of that, and we'll try and capture that if it occurs. The Indian market. So with the Indian market, I think that there's a couple of ways to look at all of this. I can count from this low here as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. But this is the actual low here. So it's possible to count this as wave 1 and 2 here and 3 here. And 4 here with a 38.2% retracement level here. So I know that we've got an A and a B and a C correction here, but if this is a wave 4 and the US markets are going to be going into a wave 4 as well, then this wave 4 may just get a bit more complicated in this area through here. So I don't really know how this is panning out in here. I know a few little things about it. We've been looking on it on the hourly chart here, and one of the positive things here, it's possible to count this as what from the low here. It's possible to count as 1 and 2 here and 3 and 4 and 5, but I really don't know if that's the case. It could also be counted here too if I copy this as an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave here. So there is that little bit of doubt on that. And also the banking sector, this made a new high here, so I've taken it as an A and a B and a C, but on the nifty banking sector, then this counts down as 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4 and 5 here as an impulse wave to the downside. So I can't sort of rely off that as well. So what we did yesterday, I knew that this here was in 5 waves. We looked at this on the tick chart, so we could go long above that. I thought the wave 2 may have pulled back a little bit further, but it hasn't. So we've got 5 waves up here. So we can look at this as wave 3 here. So I might just go to the tick chart to look at this. But look, the bottom line is if we get 1, 2, 3, 4 here and 5 here, because we get 5 here, that means we will get a corrective back again, and then we'll move up again. So we just want to see if we get this 5 waves here. If you're long here at the moment, then we want to be looking to take profit at the 12,200 area here. So oh god, it's a bit early in the morning. So yeah, we want to be taking profit at that or close to that. Just don't let it slip away on you. Okay, on the tick chart here, just looking at this here, the count's reasonable here. In that I can see we've got 5 waves here for wave 1 and wave 2. That wasn't a problem. The 61.8% was here, so it didn't pull back that far on that. And then I've just put the stop here for the time being. And then I'll look at all of this as the 3rd wave here as wave 1, which was strong, wave 3, which was a bit smaller, and wave 5, which was a bit smaller still. So it's actually not expanding in time and space. It's actually diminishing these legs here. The wave 4 here can pull back 38.2% here from this low here to this high here, which brings us in about here somewhere. So perhaps a retest of the 12.1 here, maybe a tad lower, and then move up from that point. We also need to be mindful too that this wave 3 that I've got here could actually be corrective, and it can be a wave C here. So I've kept the stop out of the way. I might just bring this stop up here a little bit higher in here for this actually. I mean, it can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 less degree. We'll just pop it in there, just pop it under this 72 group 2 area here for that, and we'll see how we go with that. So what you could also do here as well is you could just take a percentage at this point. I think we'll just leave it, but no, we should, because the banking sector's got 5 waves down, so we shouldn't leave ourselves exposed like that based on that. So I'll just put this here. Bring it down to this level here, so it's about right here, just to lock a little bit more in through here. You can also go long again. I'll just copy this. You can go long above that top here. I can't push it right across because it won't go on that side, but you can go long here again at this point. You might even be able to go down further as well and get a better position here. I'm just looking at this to see if it's corrective. It looks corrective because the move down here is reluctant to move down. It's not sort of, see the way it's sitting, just the personality, it's just the way it's sitting. Yes, it can drop a little bit further as well, but it's edging down, so it's reluctant to move down. But I don't see a clear, I mean, I could look at it as an A and a B and a C pattern down into this space here, but I can't confirm that at that stage. So I can see here it's 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So we're okay there. Yeah, you could probably build in again. The other way to do it is to go on top of 30 here. So if the number 3, because this is minor level here, 100, and then 1, 2, and 3, 10, 20, 30. So if you get support on top of that, nice tested support on 30, then that will take you at least up to the 50 at that point, but we'll be looking to go higher than that. We'll be looking to go up here. So at least on, if this keeps correcting here for the next day, then we can expect to see Friday and Monday pushing to the upside there. So that's where you can move in again through that point. Alrighty, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.